I'm John Bisney for Energy Tomorrow. Today I'm here on Wall Street talking to people about who really owns America's oil and natural gas companies. Is ownership concentrated in the hands of a powerful few? Is it a group of rich businessmen? Well, we asked noted economist Robert Shapiro, former Undersecretary of Commerce under President Clinton, to investigate. What he found out may not be what you're expecting. We're asking people today about who are the forces behind the oil industry, all right? Who owns the stock in America's oil and natural gas companies?
The biggest chunk of stock, I guess, would be the CEOs.
Who owns the stock?
Yeah, who do you think are...
Oh, wow. I mean, like, I would say all the corporate guys.
When you think of big oil and the oil and natural gas companies, who do you think is behind them? Who owns the stock?
I think probably people from Dubai or someone in the Middle East.
What percentage of stock do you think is owned by the insiders, the corporate executives?
I'm looking at least well over half. I mean, I'm looking at maybe 50 to 60%.
Almost all. I don't think there's a lot of, small time, stock owners, investing in oil.
How much stock?
Oh, more than 50%.
The majority, probably 80%.
30 to 40%.
Our study found that 1.5% of the stock is owned by the corporate officers.
Really? I'd be surprised. I mean, I'm surprised right now.
What if I told you it's 1.5%? Surprising?
Yeah.
What if I told you it was 1.5%?
I would be surprised by that.
Just 1.5%.
Well, that's surprising.
Really? I mean, that's news to me. This is what, I never heard about,
I guess I would have expected that the people who were managing the companies and governing the companies would also be the biggest shareholders.
1.5%.
Wow. That's surprising.
What our study found is that 41% is owned by pension plans and retirement accounts.
That's interesting, because I never knew that, because I mean, how it's perceived on the news as negative, at least the negative viewpoints, is that it should be the other way around, how people are protesting it and saying, like, it is the fat cats,
Our study found about 41% of the stock is in pension plans and retirement funds.
Really? That's even better. I mean, I'd think about it. If the stock keeps going up and your pension keeps going up, I mean...
Our study has found that about 41% of the stock is owned by pension funds and retirement plans.
That makes perfect sense.
When in reality, 43% is owned by mutual funds, small investors, people maybe like you and me.
Really, I never knew that. I mean, that's it. That's really fascinating to hear.
Would that change your opinion of the industry?
I mean, it's something I have to look into now. Then now I would try to look at it a little bit more, at least a level conception of it now.
I'm sure that's what everybody thinks it is. I mean, I thought that. I mean, that's just what I've been told, and that's all you hear about whenever everyone mentions oil companies and how there's probably 5 guys in America who own it. And hearing that is, I would say, some cool news.
It's reassuring that it means that more people have an investment in what happens.
So when these companies do well and their earnings go up, a lot of people across the country do well. It's not just the bigwigs.
Right. Makes sense.
So even here on Wall Street, we found a lot of people who were surprised to find out the facts about who owns America's oil and natural gas industry. To read the complete report and find out more about our energy future, please visit our website, energytomorrow.org. That's energytomorrow.org. In New York, I'm John Bisney.
This is Energy Tomorrow Media, your source for insight and information from the people of America's oil and natural gas industry.